You know, uh, we understand when we look at the time that we're living in that we're living in a ungrateful and unthankful generation where people will just flat out lie, use, deceive, manipulate people for their own selfish gain. And, I was speaking to a brother the other day that, about the concept of someone's nature. Someone, some people are just naturally giving. They're naturally uh, understanding and want to help people out. Uh, People that are naturally uh, wanting to help others in need. And it's their nature. And this is just who they are. And we understand that there's people out there, but you got to understand also that at the flip side, you have people that are just flat out just users. You have people that just don't care uh, about anything, and their whole goal in life is to be hucksters, be users and deceivers and lies, and someone that is genuinely a giving person, uh, wanting to help people out. People are in need because we know what's going on in society. We know what's going on in the time that we're living in, where the inflation is off the chain, the cost of living is just out of control, uh, and people are hurting, and people are in need. And I say these things to say, because they're opposites. You got good people, and you have evil people. You have nice people, and you have not nice people. Um, you have people that are givers, and then you have people that are takers. And uh, many people uh, out there have opened up, their houses, their bowels of compassion to help out people in need. Uh, and you see somebody that's hurting, whether it's a family or sister or brother, and you open up your arms to them, uh, and you help them. And I think that that's a good thing. I've been in a situation, throughout the years that people were homeless, people were just falling on hard times, and they just needed a place to stay for a little while until they got on their feet. uh, and that's great. Um, but to those of you out there that want to help people, that open up your heart and your mind, uh, and your resources to people, and then they turn around uh, and they abuse that kindness. It's a very disheartening thing. It's one of the deepest uh, ways in which you can betray someone outside of telling someone something in confidence because that you trusted them, and they turn around and violate their trust. Betrayal is uh, it's a it's a vicious thing uh, that is done to people that truly do have a heart to help people out. And let me tell you, in this day and age, a lot of people out there hurting. But what I've learned over the years, because you'll have people that are truly um, grateful that you've helped them out in a time of need. But then there are people that are not so grateful at all. They'll turn around and they'll literally just stab you in the back. You can give them a home, you can feed them, clothe them, shelter them, and then they'll turn around and just literally just turn around and just violate that trust in the deepest kind of way. It's like It's like the guy that you give a ride to work to and fro, and he turns around and he steals the change out of your cup holder. We're talking about them kind of individuals because they're natural users. And you have to guard your heart. You have to guard your heart from people that are just out to use people. They'll use anybody that they can to get ahead, but because this is their nature, this is their character, and you're not going to change anything about that. But what's so important to understand uh, is how to discern people, how to discern the spirit. One of the things that I do and I implemented, and I suggest a lot of other people implement it because there's not a lot of people out here that are people of means, uh, people that live a life of abundance. Because you have people that go out there and work hard and they truly do live a life of abundance. They have access that they can help out others, whether it's food or clothing or shelters or resources, whatever it may be. Um, and for those people, you have to guard yourself from those who have no intentions whatsoever of doing anything for themselves, because their whole premise in life, their whole goal in life is to get over on others. Now, I know for people that might say, you know what, because I won't do it, therefore nobody else will do it. That's not. Hey, there's other people I've met people personally up into this day uh, that have no kind of conscience whatsoever. That their whole life goal is to get over, use, exploit others for their own selfish gain. And I'm going to give you a solution here because it's important to understand how you deal with these people, especially in the time that we're living in. One of the things that I do personally now is if someone, because it happens all the time, it's happening more and more frequently. It's amazing. You get on Facebook, right? And you'll see more and more people homeless. You'll see more and more people being evicted. You'll see more and more people losing their jobs and therefore, as a direct result, losing their cars, losing their livelihoods, because it's a chain reaction. And we all know that people are one paycheck from the streets. And so what I personally do is when I hear somebody or I'm engaging with someone that is in a situation, whether they're homeless or they're jobless or whatever it may be, I ask the question. I ask the simple question. What got them to this point? Why are they in the situation that they're in? And what I've come to find uh, is that a lot of people are in the situation that they're in, not as a direct result of a series of unfortunate events. They're in the situation that they're in because of poor choices and decisions. And me personally, I'm at the point in time in life where, um, when I ask people this question, and if I find out that they're in the situation that they're in because of their own poor choices and decisions, I'll give them counseling, I'll give them advice, but you're not going to be getting any of my money. I'm not opening up my doors because, and it's amazing how you can watch, especially on Facebook, you can watch people years. You can watch them. You can watch by their posts, what they value, how they spend their time, energy, effort, resources. And it's amazing how you can watch a person just before they lost their job or just before they came homeless. They were going on trips. They were spending money. They got money for Jordans. They got money for weaves. They got money for makeup. They got money for trips. They got money to dine out. They got money for all of these things, man, whether it's man or woman. But when it comes and life shows its ugly self, they don't have no resources for that. And so therefore, me personally, I don't open up my doors, my resources to such individuals, because the reason why they're in the situation that they're in is because of their own poor choices and decisions. Are you getting it? Be careful who you uh, open up your doors to, open up your resources to, because everybody is not uh, worthy of such help. And again, the reason why they're not worthy of such help is due to the fact that uh, they are constantly making poor choices and decisions. And these very same people, they're not appreciative at all. It's amazing to see people how, whether it's myself or people or others that has helped out people in the past, and they act like it just never happened. They act like, they rewrite history like nothing ain't never happened. And it's like, man, to the person that experienced that level of betrayal, it's just like, it's you don't want to harden your heart, but you do want to sharpen uh, your sense of discernment and knowing, okay, all right, this happened. All right. Let me go ahead and adjust uh, to make sure that I'm not taken advantage of again, because you got people that are givers and you got takers, and that's just the truth. Uh, but this is how we need to be dealing with people going forward. Um, I remember something Pastor said many years ago. A lot of people, they're just looking for a place to lay their head. And I'm telling you, I can put faces to this. Um, Even to this day, they have no intentions of changing at all. All they want to do is live off the backs of others. Um, be wise, be careful, because as the economy continues to degrade, you're going to have more and more people out there that are looking to use. So what we have in this day and age, we have the rise of the scammers, the hucksters. Everybody seems to be running some scam or some hustle today, all to get by because they refuse to work. But this is what you want to ensure that you are doing to protect yourself, to guard your heart. Because let me tell you, there are ravenous wolves out there.